In 2003, less than 10 years after Eazy E passed away, Suge Knight dropped this bombshell while on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS, and then they shoot you with it.
Oh, so that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
An Eazy E thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Everyone knows Suge implied that Eazy E was injected with AIDS, and there are many who believe Suge is responsible for Eazy's death. But what many of you don't know is that Eazy E actually outsmarted both Suge Knight and Dr. Dre. So back in the days, Suge was known as the most feared person in hip-hop. That's why even Jimmy Kimmel was wearing a bulletproof vest in that interview.
He went to go visit Suge Knight in the penitentiary and struck a deal because everybody else was scared of that nigga.
Right.
Everybody, that's when Suge Knight was the monster, the boogeyman.
Right.
That's when he was the boogeyman.
However, Eazy was one of those who didn't give an F about Suge Knight at all. After all, he was indeed the godfather of gangster rap.
This my man, the crazy man, Eazy E in the house.
Hey, he's temporarily insane. So, Eazy, does this mean you won't be participating in the interview?
Yeah! He said he will in a minute, man. He's getting his head straight right now.
Okay.
I'm tired of you fake motherfucking TV and cameraman and you motherfucking magazine editors talking all that shit about it.
We rap about what's going on, what we like to do, and sex just happens to be a big part of what we're doing.
I like to fuck. I don't know about you guys. I like to fuck.
The Suge and Eazy beef started because of the issue between Dr. Dre and Eazy.
Look at me and look at Eazy and say, you know, what do I need a bat to, to force him to do a few things? I mean, if I stood up tall and that Eric was, if he walked between my legs, excuse my French, people probably would think he was my penis.
After Ice Cube left NWA in the late 1980s, Dr. Dre was the next to follow suit a few years later in the early 90s. Dre wanted to leave because he believed he wasn't being treated well financially, but Eazy wasn't willing to release Dre easily. And this is when Dre decided to involve Suge Knight. In the Straight Outta Compton movie, it is shown that Eazy E was beaten by Suge's men.
Think I'm signing that? You crazier than I thought you was. I'm out. Get your ass up.
Nah.
But what you just saw is just pure fiction. According to BG Knockout, who was also signed to Eazy's label, this never happened at all.
Did Eazy get beat up like the movie show?
Nah, hell nah.
No.
They didn't touch him.
They didn't touch him?
Nah.
Eazy was not beaten or threatened with lead pipes or a baseball bat, and his family wasn't threatened either. Instead, Eazy E was invited to a meeting at a hotel by Dr. Dre. However, when Eazy got to the hotel, he realized that Dre set him up to meet Suge and some mean-looking dudes.
Suge, they tried to bully him. He told us the story. He said that Dre called him, to meet with him to sign over, sign him, get him out the contracts or release him or whatever. But when he get there, Suge was there.
Suge Knight had some of his fellow blood members hiding in the closet and under the bed. And immediately after Suge locked the door, his homies emerged from where they were hiding.
So they was in the hotel room. Suge had dudes hiding in the closet under the bed. And when he get up there, Suge locked the door.
After Suge's goons came out from their hiding places, they emerged with various straps, and Eazy had several guns pointed at him.
And when he get up there, Suge locked the door. All these cats come from under the bed and out the closet in the bathroom with guns.
But unlike what many people have been led to believe, Eazy wasn't beaten up or touched at all. In fact, even Keefe D stated that Suge knew not to touch him because Eazy E had the entire Compton Crips with him. And if Suge or his men had harmed Eazy, it could have led to an all-out gang war.
But ultimately, some situations happen and he gets a release for Dr. Dre and Michelle A.
See, that I watched that movie and stuff like that. I don't think that shit true because Eazy had the whole Alondra behind him. And Alondra a little bit was harder than Lil Rosecrans back then. He had the Atlantic Drives, the Kelly Parks, End Hoods, Southside, Spook Town, just name it.
Okay.
Acacia, the whole Alondra was behind him. So we ain't put a let no Red Rags do Eazy like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a fucked up shit towards him.
I heard Eazy never got.
But even if they could harm Eazy, something had to give. Eazy maintained his cool and was forced to sign the contract Suge gave him. However, according to BG Knockout, Eazy E only put his fake signature on the document.
Yeah, so when they did it, I guess Eazy was smart, so he didn't put his real signature on the paperwork, and that's why he never held out.
So you're saying that they pulled guns out on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
And basically said, sign this.
Right.
Did Eazy get beat up like the movie show?
Nah, hell no.
No.
They didn't touch him.
They didn't touch him?
Nah.
Jerry Heller, who was Eazy-E's manager and business partner, stated that after the incident with Suge happened, Eazy-E wanted to kill Suge Knight. Heller stated that Eazy wasn't even going to hire anyone to carry out the hit for him. Instead, Eazy was going to handle business himself. Heller stopped Eazy from going through with it. However, after some time, Heller explained that he regrets stopping Eazy from carrying out the hit.
I said, we're the most successful startup record company in the history of the music business, and you want to kill this guy? I said, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And you know something? I should have let him kill him. You know, I would have done the world a favor. He would have done it for sure, by himself. You know, he always rolled by himself, and he was fearless.
As for Suge, he believed he had gotten Eazy to do what he wanted. What he didn't know was that Eazy-E still had another trump card to play. After signing the document Suge gave to him, Eazy filed a lawsuit stating that he signed the papers under duress and the contract was therefore rendered invalid.
He signed over the contract with a fake signature.
With a fake signature.
And then I'd heard right afterwards he basically filed paperwork that said that it was done under duress.
Absolutely.
It seemed Suge and Dre were playing checkers while Eazy was playing chess. When Eazy eventually signed the papers that let Dr. Dre leave Ruthless Records, he was now dictating the terms. He signed a contract that ensured he continued profiting off Dre even after Dre had left his label. Eazy signed a contract that made sure he got 20% of the profits from any record Dre produced or rapped on for the next 6 years.
And he ended up getting 20% of everything that they put out for the next 6 years, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Anything Dre produced or made over there, yeah, he got paid from.
This is why Eazy stated that every Dre day is actually Eazy-E's payday.
Now, how did that work out?
Basically, I had Dre signed as exclusive producer and exclusive artist.
Mm-hmm.
So when Dre tried to make his deal over at Interscope, you know, I was included for the next 6 years. So you can say all you want to say. Basically, you could diss me all you want, but I'm going to get paid. Because that's why I say Dre Day is only Eazy's payday. And that's real.
So even though Dr. Dre dissed Eazy-E on the song Dre Day, Eazy had the last laugh as he still made money off the record. Dr. Dre was obviously very successful at Death Row, which also means Eazy's account was getting fatter as Dre was raking in the Benjamins. And after joining Death Row, Dre also continued dissing Eazy-E on songs and interviews.
NWA is no more as far as I'm concerned, you know, unless it's on Death Row. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Now, what exactly, happened? Was it just personal differences with a certain member, or?
Yeah, if you're not getting treated right in a place, you're not going to stay there, you know? That's all that was. I guess they didn't respect my talent, you know? So now they're suffering the consequences. Eazy E, you're dropping like a brick, boy. See ya.
Eazy-E stated that Dr. Dre and Suge tried to destroy his company.
Suge tried to destroy my record company with the help of others, Dre.
Eazy then responded to Dr. Dre's diss with what would have ended up being his most successful single, Real Motherfucking G's.
Welcome to the Murder Master Music Show, episode 73. 75 is approaching pretty fast. And tonight, our guest really needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. I'll put it to you this way. The man is basically behind the biggest family tree, so to speak, in hip-hop, period. Because if you look at all the shit that has spawned out of the Ruthless Records family tree over the years, you're talking... Motherfucker Dre, motherfucker Snoop, motherfucker Death Row, yo, and here comes my left blow.
However, unlike what many people think, despite the beef, Eazy-E never hated or disliked Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg. He just went along with the beef because they all were making money off of it.
You're telling me that Dre called Eazy for a meeting.
For Suge, though.
But when Eazy showed up, Dre wasn't there, but Suge was there.
Suge was there, yeah.
Which when you look at their relationship, this is not a stretch.
Yeah, of course.
You know, when you look at how Death Row operated with Dr. Dre to sign over contracts.
Yeah, but I guess he probably figured that was once somebody that I cared about. And then you got to understand the whole time the beef was going on, they both lived in Calabasas, near each other to the point to where when you go to Eazy house, you can see Dre house down the street. You know what I'm saying? So if it was really like that, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been worse. The situation would have been worse way before that.
You've got to realize that Dre and Eazy E actually grew up on the same block in Compton, so it's hard for them to just become enemies. Unfortunately, Eazy E wouldn't remain in this world for too long. After Dr. Dre left the label in 1992, Eazy E began having serious health issues 3 years later. He was admitted to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center on the 24th of February 1995, and on the 16th of March 1995, just less than a month after he got to the hospital, Eazy E officially announced that he had been diagnosed with HIV/AIDS. He released this statement to his fans after he was diagnosed with the illness. Now, I'm in the biggest fight of my life, and it ain't easy, but I want to say much love to those who have been down with me, and thanks for all your support. Just remember, it's your real time and your real life. Unfortunately, Eazy E passed away 10 days after releasing this statement. He passed away on the 26th of March, 1995. Eazy was buried in a gold casket. He was buried in the same outfit that had become his signature look, his Compton hat, Pendleton shirt, and jeans. After Eazy E passed away, there were several theories concerning his death. This was largely because none of Eazy's closest relatives have caught the same illness. Not his wife, his son, his daughter, or anyone else close to him. BG Knockout stated that Eazy knew there was more to his illness rather than it just being a virus.
He was scared, you know what I'm saying? As anybody would be, he was scared. And I think that, honestly, I think he knew it was something more, like, to be truthful. I think he knew it was something more than him just popping up being sick, you know, although he couldn't really express it.
BG even stated that there's something fishy about Eazy's death.
Yeah, there's foul play, ain't no doubt about it.
These conspiracies about Eazy's death were then strengthened after Suge stated that being injected with AIDS is the Eazy E thing.
Technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People sell them all the time. They got this stuff they get blood from somebody with AIDS, and then they shoot you with it.
Oh,
so
well, that seems bad.
That's a slow death.
Yeah.
An Easy E thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no.
BG Knockout stated that he believed what Suge said about Eazy being injected with AIDS. He stated that Suge must have been informed about it by some very powerful people.
That was strange. That was very strange.
You remember watching that?
Yeah, of course. I just uploaded it on my Instagram not too long ago. Just the fact that he said that and where he could have got the information from, I have no clue. But that's how most of us feel. That's what really happened.
You felt that Suge had something to do with it?
I don't think Suge is in a position. I think he just was made privy to it by somebody in a high